All glories to somebody which is. All glory to Shishi Guru Shri Gauranga. Nama Om Vishnu Padre Krishna Prita Bhutala Shamati Bhutala Shamati Bhutala Krishna Pada Bhutala Shitana Shri Gaura Karana Shakti Bhutala Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet Nashta Praisha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Nashtiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
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 Om Jnana Timirannasya
Jnananjana Shalakaya
Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manavishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayan Dharati Swapantitam Pandeyam Shri Guru Shri Taparikam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Sat Shri Rapam Sarvadatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajina Sadhitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakan Vitam Devi Krishna Ram Sindhu Dinamino Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari
Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pramani Haripriye
Vanchatayo Yasha Krita Sindhudevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Printer Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Prabhupada ki, Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. Canto Canto 4, Chapter 20. Chapter 20.
20, verse number 8.
20. Takes 8. Jaivam santam atmanam
Jaivam santam atmanam
atmastam ved purusham Najyate prakriti stopi Tadgunai samayi stita Yaevam santamadmanam Atmastam veda purusham Nayate prakritostopi
Najate prakritostopi
Targunai samayi stitah
Tadgunai samayi stitah
Yaevam santamatmanam
Yaevam santamatmanam
Atmastam veda purusham
Atmasam veda purushah
Najate prakritostopi
Najate prakritostopi
Targunai samayi stitah
Tadgunai samayi stitah Yaevam santamatmanam Atmasam veda purushah Yaevam santamatmanam Atmastham veda purushah Najyate prakritistopi Tadgunai samayi stitah Yaevam santamatmanam Atmasam veda purushah Najyate prakritistopi Tadgunai samayi stitah
Matajis Yaevam santamatmanam Atmastam veda purushah Najyate prakritostopi Targunai maya samastitah Yaevam santamatmanam Atmastam veda purushah Najyate prakritistopi Tadgunai samayi stitah Jaha anyone who Evam thus Santam existing Atmanam the individual Atma and the Supreme Personality of Godhead Paramatma Atmastam situated within his body Veda knows Purusha present Na never Ajate is affected Prakriti in material nature Saha situated Happy although Tadgunai by the material modes of nature Saha such a person Mai in me Stita situated. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace 𝐶 Bhakti Swami Srila Prabhupada. Although within the material nature, one who is thus situated in full knowledge of the Paramatma and Atma is never affected by the moods of material nature, for he is always situated in my transcendental loving service. Please repeat. Although within the material nature, one is thus situated in full knowledge of the Paramatma and Atma, is never affected by the moods of material nature, for he is always situated in my transcendental loving service. Purport. When the Supreme Personality of Godhead appears in this material world, he is not affected by the modes of material nature. Similarly, those who are always connected with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even though they be within the material body or the material world, are not affected by the material qualities. That is explained very nicely in Bhakti Dhira 14:26. 𝐁𝐡𝐚𝐤𝐢𝐳𝐝𝐵𝐚 Bhakti Yogana Sevate Sagunan Samatitaitan Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. One who is unflinchingly engaged in the devotional service of the Lord surpasses the material qualities and attains Brahman realization. In this connection, Srila Rupa Goswami says that if a person is always engaged in the service of the Lord with his body, words, mind, he should be considered liberated, although living in the material world. Iha yasya hare dashe karmana manasa gira dikilasu api vastasu jivan mukta sa uchate. Jivan mukta sa uchate. He is a liberated person, not in the spiritual world, here in the material world. Iha yasya. Who is that? Karamana Manasa Gira. His word, his activities, his mind, everything about him is centered within Krishna. Or as Krishna said, one should invest our intelligence in him. We should invest our intelligence in Krishna. We should invest our mind, our senses in Krishna. One who is so much absorbed in Krishna consciousness, everything about him or her is connected with Krishna. So Krishna says, Sa Jivan Mukta. That person is a Jivan Mukta. He is a liberated person, liberated from material existence. It is also there in the Bible, the same thing. One should not be of this world. Although we are here, but we should not be of this world. Means we should be elevated in our consciousness. Our consciousness is highly elevated. When Mukunda introduced Gadadhara Pandit to Pundari Vidyanidhi, when he introduced him, this is Gadadhara Pandit. From his childhood, he does not know anything about material. He is fully spiritual. Pundari Vidyanidhi said, yes, I can see that he is very effulgent due to his devotional service he is practicing. Understand? I can see his effulgence due to what? The devotional service is engaged in. He is practicing Krishna consciousness, therefore he is very effulgent. Then I can see from looking at him. That is the life of a person who is engaged in Krishna consciousness. Even materially, materially. Whatever we do should reflect in our life. Anything that we do, it will show. It should show in our life. It should show. It should naturally reflect the life we are living. Especially Krishna consciousness, devotional service. One who is engaged in Krishna consciousness is transcendental loving service of Krishna. The devotional practice we are engaged in should show in our life. That people should look at us and see the effulgence as the result of the sadhana which we are practicing. It should show in our lives. We don't have to speak. Making advert means that good is not of high quality. If your good is in good quality, it's a good quality product. Just let people taste it. Your advert should be the product is a which you are giving to people. That is what you see. Pratyaksa vagamam dharmyam. Means what? By direct experience of what we are doing, the practice of Krishna consciousness should show directly in our life. That is the proof of the religion, a bona fide religion. The practitioners become purified by what they are doing. The proof of religion is not just the philosophy which we speak. How are we getting purified by what we are practicing? How are we getting convinced? Our attraction for Krishna is increasing. Our taste in Krishna is increasing. Our eagerness to continue Krishna consciousness with full force, despite whatever is taking place or happening, is increasing. That is the proof of the quality of what we practice. A bona fide religion is not just the philosophy, not just the facilities we have. What is it? How many people are becoming purified by what we are practicing? How many are becoming pure devotees from what we are practicing? Some years ago in Mumbai, there was a Ratha Yatra festival. In the Ratha Yatra festival, it attracted many people. So many people from other traditions, they were there. So one boy was attracted to me. So we were just talking as friends. We were friends all along. So I was thinking he's coming from another ISKCON temple. Because in Mumbai, there are many ISKCON temples there. So I was thinking he's coming from. So before we close from the Ratha Yatra, so I said, my friend, we're about leaving. Which temple they are from? And he called one organization like that. I said, oh, very nice. And then he wanted to start presenting a philosophy to me. I said, my friend, excuse me. I don't want anything else except from what I'm practicing. I don't want to hear any philosophy. The philosophy that was able to change me, I'm satisfied with that. Any other philosophy, it doesn't exist because I judge my thing based on the result. What is the result of what you practice? How many pure devotees your movement is producing? This is what I base my judgment on. People who are practicing what they're doing, how many are becoming pure devotees? That is why I judge my thing. Not the activity. What is the end result of what you're doing? I want to see. So he kept quiet. That's how we ended our friendship. Let me see, put it on the table, let me see. What is the quality of your philosophy? How many people are becoming purified by that? As ISKCON is doing for my own life. How many? I want to see that. You can have powerful philosophy. That is okay. That is okay. How many people are becoming pure devotees? I want to see that. If I can see that, then I believe what you're doing is powerful. Otherwise, philosophy is useless for me. Useless. So here, Bhagavad Gita quoted here, Mam Chayu Abjabi Charina. Abjabi Charina. Abjabi Charina. Abjabi Charini. In text 13 is Abjabi Charini. In text 14, chapter 14 is Abjabi Charina. It means the same thing. It means the same. Unfailing devotional service. Uninterrupted devotional service. What is the result? That is the result. The result is that one who is absorbed in Krishna consciousness unfailingly is sure to transcend the mode of nature, the three mode of nature. That's the result. That is the end result, that one will become transcendental to the mode of nature. Not just the philosophy. There are so many philosophies all over the world since time immemorial. These philosophies are going on. How many pure devotees are produced from the philosophies and the philosophers? That's the most important thing. If one is eating and is not showing on their body, you are sick, you have to check what you're eating. So 𝐁𝐡𝐚𝐤𝐭𝐢 Goswami is explaining here the transcendental nature of Krishna and Krishna's devotees. Lord Krishna is called Triadisha. Triadisha. He is the Lord of the trees. He is not affected by the mode of material nature. He is the Lord of the three modes of material nature. Confirmed by Rukmini Devi. Rukmini Devi told Lord Krishna, you said that Shishupal is a controller, all these people, Jarasandha, that the controller. I don't see them as controllers. The only person I see that is controlling everything and everyone, including the Shishupal and Jarasandha and all that I mentioned, the three modes of nature. Three modes of nature control everything in this world. So how can they be the controller when they are controlled by the mode of nature? Your name is Triadisha because you are the Lord, the master of the three modes of nature. So accepting you as my husband, desiring to have you as my husband is not a mistake. As you said, because I'm a woman, I don't think properly. I am not. I taught everything perfectly because I heard perfectly about you from your pure devotee. So my desire to have you is bona fide. Why? Because Krishna is not within the mode of nature. He cannot be attracted, he cannot be so powerful that you affect somebody who hears him and become purified by that. Because he is the Lord of mode of nature. He transcends the mode of nature. He is the Lord of the three worlds. And he is the Lord of the three Vishnus. Shivadaka said Vishnu, Garbhodaka said Vishnu, and Karandaka said Vishnu. He is the Lord. So therefore he is Triadish. He is not within the mode of nature. Mode of nature have no effect on him because he is the master. And his pure representatives are also free from the mode of nature. Therefore, they can act transcendentally. And the effect is that those who come in contact with them becomes free from the mode, the three mode of nature. They also become transcendental because they are touchstones. Whatever they touch will develop the qualities good they have. In this connection, Srila Rupa Goswami says that if a person is always engaged in devotional service, Abhyabhicharana, always, Abhyabhicharana, not sometimes, it's always. The result will sure become pure devotees of Krishna. My phone doesn't ring in the class because one devotee, one disciple is leaving her body. So I'm trying to see the situation. She's leaving her body. Maybe she has left the body already. When I saw her yesterday, she's already gone. I was telling the devotees she's gone, but they have not seen that she's already gone. That's why I see my phone ring in the class. Sorry for that. I will request everybody to pray for after finish the class. One disciple is leaving her body. So I will request all the devotees to offer prayer for her successful transition. Yes. Even when Krishna comes to this material, this is not an easy thing, because there are many highly intellectual philosophers who cannot understand that Krishna can come to this material. Why? Because if he comes here, he will be contaminated like us. So he cannot come here. He's too mighty, he cannot come here. He's too great, he cannot come here. If he's great, then he should come. If it is true that he's great, he can come here. Why not? That is his greatness, that he can do something that will not control him. Unlike all of us here. Whatever we do here in the material world controls us. But Krishna does something which does not control him, because he's the master. That's the difference. So although here it is it's mentioned here, proper translated. He translated this word. Sorry. Yeah. Atmanam, proper said, the individual Atma and the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Paramatma. Yes, we are the same. We are the same because we are a spark of Krishna, but we are a spark, we are not a fire. There's a difference between fire and the spark of fire. There's a difference. A spark of fire can be extinguished, but the fire cannot, because it's mighty. So, yes, although we are the same in quality, it is different in quantity. So our capacities are not the same. Our capacities are different. So Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. He is the Supreme Atma, and we are the tiny Atma. So there's a difference. So we should not compare or equate ourselves with Krishna, because that is ignorance, and also becomes an offense. So there are many people who think that they are philosophers, they are following the path of self-realization, they know everything, but they are deluded to think that Krishna cannot come here, because if he comes here, he will also have to undergo the same dualities like we. But we have seen when Krishna appeared, even though he seems to follow the system, right? Being in the womb of a mother like us, it was not the same. It was not the same. It is a different thing altogether. Different thing altogether. All the personalities, the personalities who have acted as Krishna's parent have the same experience. That they have seen the personality of Godhead coming from the sky and entering into their heart. Both the husband and the wife. Know that by their semen, Krishna is coming. They have always seen that Krishna is coming from the sky descending and entering into their own heart. And they became extremely effulgent. And even external people can see, oh, Devaki, your effulgence has increased. Oh, that means the Supreme Lord has already come, who is going to kill me. They could see that. By his effulgence, they can see. But they didn't say that of other her children. They didn't say like that. When other children were appearing, before Krishna came, they didn't say, oh, Devaki, I saw effulgent today. They didn't say that. Only when Krishna entered her womb, they were able to see, oh, you are more effulgent. Even the prison house was illuminated, not by electricity, which was there, by her effulgence. It was showing outside. That is Krishna's position. This is different. They could see the difference. So we need the mercy of a devotee of Krishna to understand Krishna. We need the mercy. We cannot understand this on our own. What is the mercy? Will help us to understand Krishna's position. It's a great, great fortune to understand Lord Krishna to the extent that we'll be able to be fixed in our Krishna consciousness, in our devotional service, till the end and attain success. Hare Krishna. Comments or questions? Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much for this nice lecture. In line what you say, that one of the boys that you met was trying to convince you about his philosophy. So in Mauritius, we can see that there is one such organization that is gaining much ground here, and they are trying to get our ISKCON devotees to their own cult movement, whatever. So how should an ISKCON devotee respond to that, and how should that devotee prepare himself so that he can face these, their philosophy?
First of all, we should appreciate Srila Prabhupada. First should be glorification of Prabhupada, Prabhupada's potency. Did he make his devotee from any other organization? Srila Prabhupada. Did he make one devotee from other organizations? Even when he was with yogi in US, he stayed with him in the ashram. Did he take one of his disciples? No. All his devotees made them from the ground, right from the street. Anyone who is potent should show like that. Anyone who wants to compete with Prabhupada, go to the street and make your devotee. Don't take your devotee from somebody who has already made his devotees. It means you are a lazy person. You're lazy. You have no potency. You are living on someone's back and you are not ashamed. This is what they should think, but they will not think like that because they are not fortunate. But we should know this. And Prabhupada got his devotees right from the field. All his devotees. Now also you see them, they are printing their book like this. It is proper disciples who are doing it for them. The experience it, they got from ISKCON. For everything they are all from ISKCON. That is how you know a potent person, a powerful person. A lazy person, or let's say free riders. They are free riders. They are riding on Prabhupada's back. They should be ashamed. So the second thing we should understand is, we should ask ourselves, why our devotees are going there? We should ask ourselves, why our devotees are going there? It could be many reasons. They are not appreciative of what Prabhupada has done. They are ungrateful. They are ungrateful. They are not appreciative of what Prabhupada has done. They are not loyal to Prabhupada. They are not chaste. They don't have steady intelligence. So they're running around. They're all running around to see what? To get what? That is their own part. Our own part is very, very serious. Very, very serious. That we are not representing Prabhupada nicely. Therefore, some of our devotees who are feeling insecure are going there. That is a shame for us. We, the followers, we are not also potent enough to keep the devotee Prabhupada has sent to us. Anyone who comes here, they sent by Prabhupada for us to train, to take care of them. But we are lacking the ability to care for devotees. In many ways, not just philosophy. We are speaking philosophy, but our personal behavior, personal attitude is not encouraging. Doesn't encourage people to say, yes, I did not make a mistake taking to Krishna consciousness. For example, and a senior devotee. One of the prominent reasons why Ramachandra killed Bali, the reason why Ramachandra killed Bali was what? The duty of those who are strong is to protect the weak. You are stronger than your junior brother, Sugriva. Huh? You drove him away to the forest and you are sleeping with his wife. What is this? The penalty is what? Death. So he killed him because of that. So when a leader in Krishna consciousness, Hare Krishna movement, a leader, someone who have been here 40 years, 50 years, is abusing a granddaughter. You understand what I mean? A granddaughter. You're already 60 years and you are sleeping with the girl 20 years. Who is that? It's a granddaughter. Is that approved? Is that scriptural? Is that encouraging? Is that encouraging? Huh? What is the signal? The signal is that, oh, I have had this from our members. After they had this, they questioned me. Oh, one devotee told me, oh, Maharaj, and I have 2 daughters. Now I'm afraid. Another devotee told me, oh, what will happen to our children? Now we are getting children. What will happen to our children when the leaders are doing this? What is happening is that we are destroying the faith of the people Prabhupada has sent here. We are destroying their faith by our demonic activity. I say demonic activity because this is not devotional. To be an abuser of women or children, and how many devotees we have destroyed their faith. So we should see that we are not protected what the Prabhupada have sent to us. We're not capable. Instead, we are destroying. If we are lazy, that is okay. That we're not able to affect people, that is okay. But to destroy people's faith, that is not laziness. That is demonic activity. That's a different thing. That is why we're pushing people to go, oh, I'm not feeling secure here. Let me find somewhere where I can be secured. And it is not just one person, there are many. By this, when the leaders are doing like this, we are destroying the faith of other people. And we will start making offenses to those who are genuine. Who among us is the next person? Who is the next destroyer? Who is the next one? When you see a Swami now, Are you the next one? This is what we have turned the International Society for Christian Consciousness for. We have turned the society like this. So people are becoming restless because they have the fault. So this situation will push them to go somewhere. Because at least they can. Their own weakness is there. We are facilitating their weakness. This is very dangerous for us. Very dangerous. Right? Something else? Thank you. Srimad Bhagavatam ki